Hey guys, and Marriage Christmas. I realize now that this video is not a movie review or video essay or anything, it's just me rambling for a couple minutes. So if that's not what you want to see, watch another one of something that I made. Okay. Hey guys, I'm really bored today, so I'm going to be talking about this TV show that I just finished, Scenes from a Marriage Story. Scenes from a Marriage. Starring Oscar Isaac and Jessica Chastain, directed and written by Haggai Levy. It's a 5-episode miniseries that my friend Kayla Mosley told me to watch. And if you don't know, it's based off of this TV show turned movie written and directed by Ingmar Bergman back in the 70s/80s. And the title gives it away, but it's basically about this middle-aged couple going through it. No spoilers, but
divorce.
The first episode, though, I think everything is fine, kind of. It's an interesting take on the Bergman idea. Levy changes a bunch of things. He swaps gender roles, so the woman in the relationship is the primary breadwinner now, and she's the one who initiates the affair versus the man. And then also Oscar Isaac's character is the main, like, domestic caregiver to the child, which, by the way, dad bod, Oscar Isaac, hey. It makes me think, because he's also Jewish in this, it makes me think that he would be a good Tevye in Fiddler on the Roof. So, just think about it, perhaps. But yeah, it's a really heartbreaking and raw and realistic look at relationships. It's very dialogue heavy. It's actually only dialogue. There's no, like, cinematography happening. It's just a man and a woman talking back and forth for 5 hours, because each episode is an hour. And I'll get to why I don't know if that's a great idea. But back to Ingmar Bergman, because I want to talk about him for a second. He originally made this miniseries, it's Swedish, about a couple, and then made it into a movie. And then after that, he turned it into a play. What? And he did this play in Germany where he took Scenes from a Marriage as a play, the famous play Miss Julie, and then the iconic feminist icon play A Doll's House. And he abridged all 3 of them and then had them be in a rep, so one play was each night. And there's a book of interviews about that process that you can read. What? I read it. It's really good. It's originally how I heard about Scenes from a Marriage before the HBO miniseries. And I guess it was just this, like, feminist theater project, even though it was fully developed by a man. But regardless, it's an interesting idea to put these 3 plays side by side, especially when I think A Doll's House probably played a large influence in Scenes from a Marriage. It was the first play in recent times that depicted a woman with deciding to have full sovereignty and leaving her husband and children. Spoiler alert. And I think it's an interesting precursor to watching the series. Another thing I find interesting about this, it's obviously very similar to Marriage Story by Noah Baumbach. I think Noah Baumbach is the pioneer of this genre, if you can call it a genre. And circling back, one of my main negativities with this show is that each episode was an hour long, and as I said, it really is just this tennis match of 2 people talking. So the dialogue can be a little melodramatic at times, because there's only so many times you can, like, complain about each other before it gets a little cringy, and it's like, is marriage really all that bad? Maybe not. Maybe you guys are just a little dramatic. But it's still very heartbreaking and genuine and raw. It's presented, like I said, kind of as a play. They even have, like, clips before the show actually starts where there's, like, a PA or a AD, like, leading the actor to set. And I think that's kind of just to signify that this isn't a particular couple. This is scenes from marriages. Like, they are caricatures representing these ideas and these situations that married couples can be in. And there's also a lot of time jumps in between each episode, which again is probably just to signify, like, these are different clips of what could happen, not specifically these people. And yeah, if you're bored like me, watch it. Let me know what you think. Do you think it's more feminist in this version than the old version, if you've seen the old version? Or do you think it's more sexist? Sexism. Also, if you like this movie, you'll probably also like the amazing film directed by Mike Mills, Come On, Come On, which I just saw in theaters, and it was freaking great, and if it doesn't win any Oscars, I will pee myself. But yeah, watch this series, let me know what you think. Are all marriages doomed? Is Jessica Chastain a good actress, or is she just really sexy? Fun fact that I almost forgot to say, Oscar Isaac and Jessica Chastain went to drama school together. What? So if you're in school with somebody right now, you might be having a sex scene with them in 20 years. A lot of this was rambling. So I'm sorry. Feel free to ramble in the comments. Okay, goodbye.
I can't believe I have to know you forever!
Oh, you're